Good evening, everybody. It is 11:30 on the East Coast right now. 11:30 p.m. on the East Coast right now, I should say. So it is. We're getting into the late night shows now, and we are one of them. So thanks so much for joining us here tonight on our gigantic Friday show. We have some things to get to. A pretty quiet night. So yeah. As you guys can see in the title, the Muskies were in Sioux Falls. Tonight, we're going to go through that game. We're going to take a look at some other scores around the USHL, and then we'll have some NHL, some NBA and college football scores. So, yeah, here we go. We're going to get started by reviewing the game that took place tonight in Sioux Falls between the Muskies and the Stampede. It was a pretty evenly matched game, pretty much the whole entire game. Sioux Falls, they got out with the scoring early, just almost 6 minutes in. Ryan Gordon getting his fifth of the year from Maddox Fleming and Sam Harris on the power play too, nonetheless. Oh yeah, who's our? Oh, okay, well, dang it, we don't have Lily anymore. Well, we don't have Lily or Haskell. Rumor has it they moved up to the ECHL. They got a promotion, apparently, which sucks, but, because of how trash they ref. But that's their loss, not ours. All right, and then Sioux City tied it up very quickly. A minute and a half later, Ty Hansen getting his first goal of the season, and I believe his first career USHL goal, too. So that was nice there from Kevin Fitzgerald and Max Strand, too. And then Sioux City took the lead in the second. Sam Decott got his third of the year from Benjamin Poitras, and they took a 2-1 game. Or excuse me, they took a 2-1 lead, I should say. And then Nick Ring tied it up 8:09 into the third period from Evan Murr. That made it a tie game. And then late on the power play, with about 6 minutes left, Dylan Godbout scored his fourth of the year from Ty Hansen and Sam Decott. 2 points tonight for both Ty Hansen and Sam Decott, as a matter of fact. So yeah, and it was pretty quiet on the penalty side too. There must have been some big thing that happened right in the middle there before that goal was scored on the power play, because there were 5 penalties called at once. 2 on us, 3 on them. Nick Pierre got a 2-minute roughing. Easton Zuger got 2 minutes for cross-checking. And then... Oh, I'm going to sneeze. You just saw me sneeze live on TV there, everyone. And then Noah Anderson got, I guess, 2 minutes for head contact and roughing. I don't know, I guess he must have started something there. But then Clint Levins got a 2-minute roughing call there as well. So there must have been something that happened there, because somebody must have got really frustrated, and then just boom, 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 fireworks after that, basically. But yeah, it was a pretty good game. Obviously, we'll have Sioux Falls in town tomorrow night, so I still got snot running from my nose from that. All right, I'm telling you, my sneeze. I'm all out of it tonight. We'll say that, but yeah. It's never good when you're sneezing like crazy. I'm telling you that right now. All right, we're gonna take a look at some other games around the league too. Youngstown beat Dubuque 7-2. Shane LaChance getting 2 of those goals. I mean, you could pretty much make a case and say every single player on that was on the score, or well, what am I trying to say? I don't really know what I'm trying to say, to be honest with you. So we're just going to skip right past that and move into the next game. Muskegon beating Green Bay 3-2. Close one there right at the end, or right in the middle of the second period. I mean, Muskegon, they were down 2-0, came all the way back and won it. So there you go. All right, over in Urbandale, Des Moines beat Fargo 4-3. That was in a shootout. Another pretty good game down there. I mean, especially since Fargo had a 2-1 lead going into that third, too. So then Des Moines, they were able to pull it right on out, just like that. This one also went to a shootout, except it had a couple more goals. Chicago beat Madison by a score of 6-5. 4 goals in the third for Chicago. Jeez, jeez Louise. That's what I'm trying to say, obviously. But yeah. All right, in Omaha, Lincoln beat Omaha by a score of 5-2. Nothing really to say there. I mean, Klavs Weinberg's got the last 2 goals Lincoln scored. I mean, and then Omaha scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. In fact, it was already tied up at 2 within the first 10 minutes. So, I mean, you don't see that often, or you don't see that often, I should say. So, yeah, and then, of course, our game, we win 3-2 because we're the best team in the USHL. Do not take my word for that, please. And then Waterloo beat Tri-City 7-1. An absolute beat up there. I mean, it was 4-0 at the end of 1. So, I mean, pretty dominant game from the very beginning, and then going throughout. It was pretty crazy, I'm sure. I mean, Waterloo, they were 3 for 4 on the power play. So, I mean, you can't... Tri-City, the past few years, they've been the best team in the whole entire league. Well, at least in the Western Conference. But this year, they've just been just like us. So, at least we have something similar between both of us. But, yeah. All right, we're going to move on over to the pro sports now. Well, in one college sport, too. Football, obviously, because they got... we're just going to get that out of the way now because, why not? Right now, USC is beating Colorado 23-3. 55 seconds left in the second half. Colorado, let's just say, they suck. Your boy had to say that. I apologize. All right, so we'll have some NHL scores now. Maybe if my thing will quit acting like crazy. My computer has been acting up all day long. I mean, it works out sometimes, and then it doesn't, then it does, and it doesn't, then it doesn't, and then, my computer can't decide whether it wants to work or not. Alright, there was only 4 games in the NHL tonight. Seems like Friday. There's not really much going on in terms of NHL stuff. I don't know why. I mean, anyway, Wild lead the Kraken 1-0 at the end of the second. Then the Penguins beat the Maple Leafs 4-2. The Capitals beat the Lightning 5-1. And then the Sharks beat the Stars 5-4. So that was what I was trying to say there. NBA scores. Maybe you gotta. Like I said, my computer's been acting up, so I don't know what's going on. To be honest with you. Okay. 10-14 left to go in the fourth. Grizzlies beating up the Timberwolves 101-86. Well, it's not that bad, but could be worse. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. Right now, the Warriors are beating the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are beating the Warriors. 68-62. I've been up since 6:45 this morning. I mean, I've been up 16 hours. 16 hours. So, yeah. I'm tired for sure. Lakers beat the Kings 60-56, they're leading 60-56 right now in the half. So, Celtics beat the Nuggets 131-112. The Magic beat the Suns 114-97. The Knicks beat the Pistons 121-112. The Thunder beat the Raptors 132-113. The Spurs beat the Bucks 111-93. Well, that is it for our post-game show in terms of, scores and sports and stuff. Be back with us at 11:45, 10:45 Eastern Time for the $1 Million Drop live. We'll be going straight past midnight Eastern Time, 12:15 Eastern Time. That's how long we'll go with the $1 Million Drop live. It's a half-hour show. So, that was originally scheduled to be at 7/6 Central, but the studio is being used for other purposes, so we could not do that. Like I said, I want to transfer into the one room back here, so then I can use the studio anytime I want to without any disruptions or anything like that. So, in fact, we've talked about it a few times before, but there's just so much stuff in there. That's basically a storage closet in there for us, but So whether that will happen or not, I really have no idea, to be honest. I mean, we could move all that stuff in there out here, but then I'm gonna, if I want to set up a domino setup, I mean, even though I haven't done that in almost 2 years, which there's gonna be one coming up. There's gonna be one coming up. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And then also another big announcement coming up here. We're gonna have the 12 days of Christmas. We're gonna have 12 episodes, 12 days for the Ronnie Show. Very exciting stuff. Not only will we be using our I'll be setting up my dominoes around that time. So every episode, you get to see an update of, how I'm doing on my domino setup. And our main spot will be over there on the couch instead of over here. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching us. Ugh, I'm out of breath. Because I just said all those words all at once. We'll see you in 4 minutes' time for the $1 Million Drop Live. Good night. If you're leaving us, obviously, but stick around.